Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Stikes News with me, Dimas Ardi Bramundito, for a special segment. Today's topic will be delving into something that has been the subject of much debate in recent years, the effect of violent video games on mental health. With the increasing popularity of video games, particularly among the youth, concerns have been raised about the impact of the content in video games on mental health, particularly violent and obscene content. Many experts argue that exposure to violent video games can lead to increased aggression, desensitization to violence, and a range of mental health issues. There is a growing body of research that suggests that violent video games can have a negative impact on mental health. A study published in the journal JAMA Pediatrics found that children who played violent video games for just 30 minutes a day had an increased risk of depression, anxiety, and social phobia. Another study published in the journal Pediatrics found that playing violent video games was associated with increased aggression in children and adolescents. Furthermore, those who play violent video games for extended periods of time may be at an increased risk for developing mental health issues. There are also concerns about desensitization to violence that may occur as a result of exposure to violent video games. Research has shown that exposure to violence can lead to a decreased emotional response to real-life violence, which can have serious implications for mental health. Despite these concerns, the video game industry has defended the content of their games, arguing that they're simply a form of entertainment and do not have any negative effects on mental health. However, many experts argue that the industry needs to take more responsibility for the impact that their games may have on mental health. To shed more light on this issue, our reporter is currently with an expert for further information. Okay, David, what can you tell us?
All right, thank you, Dimas. I'm reporting live at Archive, Indonesia University. The impact of violent video games on mental health is a complex issue that requires further attention. While video games can be fun, but there is no denying that they have been the subject of criticism and concern from some members of society. For further information, I'm here with a lecturer and expert in psychology, along with Professor Annisa. Good morning, Professor.
Good morning.
I want to inquire about the impact of violent video games on mental health. What is the correlation between playing violent video games and aggressive behavior in individuals?
So aggressive behavior can lead to breakdown in our relationship. For somebody who plays video game excessively, that's impairing their ability to their session, relationship, performance, and school performance that called a gaming disorder. Playing violent video game could increase their behavior intended to hurt another person, and it is associated with many individual and social factors.
So, is there any evidence to suggest that playing violent video games can lead to long-term mental health problems such as depression or insanity?
Sure, it is. You can see the problem start from a habit of seeing harsh word, temperament, being bad when you're mad, and everyone normalize it. This is not a secret that students start to do violent action as they see in a violent video game because they are affected. It is hard to them to differentiate between the virtual and real life. Excessive video game can lead to dopamine exhaustion, emotional separation, and lack of motivation, among other issues. Playing too many violent video games can make depression worse, and it is better if you can choose the video game wisely.
And for the last question, what measures can parents take to mitigate the potential negative effects of violent video games on their children's mental health?
So we really need a big awareness. Because honestly, you can see somebody will change in the social behavior, a change of performance that they are spending, and parent is the first to see it. When they are addicted to this game, they feel like they have a second life as their game character, pretty, cool, and awesome. Here I say that the parents' role here to create attractive surrounding for them. I can say it's a gaming detox first step. Then you can choose another way, like limiting the time of playing these violent video games and finding other things that would make them engage and deal that it will decrease the long-term mental health problem. Anxiety, depression, somatic symptom, or ADHD.
So we hope for the young generation it's important to be mindful of the potential risks and promote responsible gaming habits to minimize the negative impact on mental health. Thank you for the information, Professor Annisa.
Thank you so much.
Well, it's all about the information I give to you. I'm David Chaidir report. Back to the studio.
Thank you, David, for the info. Hope you make it back here safely. Now, from what we can gather, it is important for parents and caregivers to be aware of the potential risk associated with violent video games. Children and adolescents should limit their exposure to violent content, and parents should closely monitor their children's video game use. Parents and caregivers can also take steps to promote mental health, such as encouraging physical activity, promoting healthy sleep habits, and encouraging social interaction. Now, that's all for our special segment for today. For more information, you can go to www.stikesnews.com for more of the latest updates and insights. This has been Stikes News with me, Dimas Ardi Bramundito. Stay safe out there, folks.